Hi guys, it's Kate and Jade. I am back yet again, and this week has been a literal week from hell. I want it just to be over. I have a story time for you guys today. It is about the job this week that I got and quit this week because it was so bad. Now, I am not going to be saying the clinic's name because I don't want to get anybody in trouble, and I am going to be switching the names of the people because if anybody knows them, I don't want them to be offended or anything like that. So I won't be saying the names or the names of the place. I'm gonna start from the very beginning just so you guys have a little bit of information and you know where I'm coming from. I originally found this job on Indeed. I was just looking for some new jobs, trying to get into a career that I wanted to be in, and I came across the most perfect job ever. It's everything I love, everything I want to do with my job, and I just thought it was literally perfect for me. So I applied, and about 2 weeks later they gave me a call and asked me to come in for an interview, and of course I said yes. I interviewed with them. We're gonna call her Lily. My manager pretty much told me that I do have the job, but just wait about a week for them to call. So about 2.5 weeks pass, nothing, no call, nothing. And I finally wake up one morning and I have a missed call from them, and they pretty much offered me the job, and I was really excited. So of course I said yes, I do want to start, and they told me in about a week I have to meet with the HR manager, bring my paperwork in, and do a drug screen and a TB test, just because I would be working in a medical field and I didn't want to get any of my patients sick or give them this disease, so they just wanted to make sure I didn't have it. I also went out of my way to change my nose ring to a stud because they didn't allow nose rings at this job. So I went and got a nose ring. I dyed my hair, which I needed to. I bought about $200 worth of new clothing so I could make sure that I could fit in and I looked professional because it is a professional job, so they say. So flash forward to when I am meeting with the HR manager. He's super nice. I'm very excited. He was new, so he didn't really know a lot of stuff that I asked him, which was fine. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I did understand he was new to the company and may or may not have known everything that I was asking him. So I asked him when my first day was. He had no idea. Now the thing about this clinic that you have to understand is they move from week to week to week to week. So I have to be going to about 5 different locations. So I asked him which location I was going to be going to, and he said he had no idea. He had no idea when I was supposed to go in, what time, anything like that. So I just thought that maybe I would give a day or two to call me and tell me, hey, this is when I need you to come in. This is when we want you to start. This is when we want you to do training, whatever. So 2 days pass, nothing. I don't get any call. I haven't heard from them. So I call them, and let's just call her Sam. She answers the phone and pretty much tells me, hey, I don't know exactly where you're supposed to go, but here's a general location. Didn't know the building, couldn't give me an address, couldn't give me a room number, and mind you, this is like about a 7 or 8 story building full of different rooms and different places that I need to go. And then she also added that I needed to be there at 8 o'clock or they would not let me in. So not only she's telling me that I have to be there at and by 8 o'clock in the morning, but she also doesn't know where I need to go, and I'm gonna be SOL if I don't know where I'm going because this is my training and this is the only shot I got. Perfect. So that kind of bothered me, but again, she said it was kind of a new thing that they were doing, so I didn't really think much of it. Gave them the benefit of the doubt. So flashback to this Tuesday. I come into work. I am there at 7:30. I am super early. I just want to make sure I don't miss the mark, and if I need to look around, I can find this place. I walk into the building. I asked about 4 different people. All of them either ignored me, they were rude, they had no idea what I was talking about and didn't want to help me, or they just flat out didn't care what I was saying to them. So about 10 minutes later, after wandering around this 7 to 8 story building, I finally find the place I'm supposed to go. I go in, I ask them, hey, I'm supposed to be doing training today, so can you tell me where I'm supposed to go? And they pretty much say, hey, yeah, training is in here, come on in, and someone should be with you in about 5 minutes. So I get into the room, I'm waiting there, and I'm waiting about an hour. No one comes. And because I am nice and I don't really like to be mean to people, I just kind of sat there and I was like, hey, well, maybe she's just late. So I go ask the lady I originally asked, and she's just talking and talking and talking to her coworker, which is fine. Talk it up, sis. But if I'm sitting there for an hour, the least you could do is call somebody or see if they're on their way. So pretty much the lady says, hey, we know you're back there. And she said that she was going to call my manager, Lily, and see what she needed me to do. After she said that, she continued her conversation for about another 5 minutes, so I decided to just go to the back again and wait. After about waiting 10 minutes, she finally comes in, asks me if I am Caden, and I say, yes, I am. And she says, you need to go to a location that is about 30 minutes away, that they're expecting me at this location. When I was originally told that I needed to be in this building, actually not even told that I needed to be in this building, but that I needed to do training of some sort, and I wouldn't be going to that location until Wednesday. So after that, I'm obviously really frustrated, but I'm like, you know what, it's my first day at work. I don't want to be a pessimist, so we're just gonna go. I go to the location that, again, is 30 minutes away. So I drive to this location. Of course, there's traffic, so it takes me about 40 minutes to get there, which is totally fine, but still wasn't in my plans for the day. I get there, and I am immediately welcomed with hatefulness, and yeah, I wasn't expecting for them to bring out the welcome wagon, but I was at least expecting a hello, my name is so and so, and it's nice to meet you because it's your first day of work. I just get a name. So I told them my name, they escort me to the back, and I am then seated. No one talks to me for about 5 minutes, and then they all proceed to say how hard this job is, pretty much belittle my previous job because it is a retail job and it's not a medical job that they have came from. They also angrily said that they weren't expecting me until tomorrow, and I just said, yeah, because I wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow. I was supposed to do my training, but the lady didn't show up. So finally, we're gonna call her Becky, comes and tells me that we're gonna do my training. She brings me downstairs and walks me around the facility, pretty much tells me this is this and this is this and this is who this is and this is who this is, and just kind of tells me all of the rundown and everything. We finally bump into Lily, my manager, and she literally does this. Like, excuse me? Then she also tells me that I have to park across the street, and the street that happens to be the part that I have to cross is the street that takes you to a very, very popular mall. As I die, I pretty much have to run back and forth across the street in high heels and pray I don't get killed by a car. And if I do, then haha, it's so funny. Great. Sick. Already starting off great. Then I pretty much find out from her asking me, do I like my car and do I have a car that I care about? Because I'm going to be going to a location that is about an hour and 30 minutes away from me without traffic or without anything, and I have to be there by 8:30 or I get fired. Perfect. Lily, in the interview, actually told me that I would not be going to this location in specific, and clearly that was a lie because I do. While doing my training on the computer, because I was going to be a receptionist type person, Becky, the girl that is training me, continues to belittle me, tell me that I'm pretty much an idiot, just act like I'm so stupid, all this stuff, calling my nails stupid, and just being so unprofessional, so rude. So I was just already getting sick of it. Then, come to find out, I'm not on the schedule. I am not clocked in to get paid, so I don't even know if I'm going to get paid for the 2 days that I worked, because I never clocked in and I never clocked out because I was not on their schedule technically. I didn't have a login for my computer. I had nothing. But it took them over a month to call me, tell me all this stuff, and they can't even get me in the schedule. Also, I work 9-hour days and I have 30-minute lunches, no other breaks. Thanks. My manager also confiscated snacks. She said we can't have drinks. We can't have anything like that. After my lunch, I was pretty much thrown on the computer, which is totally fine because I get it. You have to learn somehow. And I look over and my manager, Sam, is just sitting there eating a damn bag of pistachios.
I was so hungry. I didn't even have time to go anywhere for 30 minutes and eat. Ugh.
Obviously, a lot more stuff happened on that first day, but I'm not gonna say everything that happened because I don't have a lot of time to do that, because literally I could make this video 10 hours if I wanted to because there's so much freaking stuff that happened. After the first day, I felt really shitty. I felt like I wanted to leave, but you know what? I was like, first days are always hard because you don't know anybody, people don't know you, all this stuff. And I wanted to at least give it a second day. So I drive to work and I'm just already feeling so excited to be at my second day of work because I fucking hated my first day. So I'm excited to get there on my second day. So I get there, park across the street, and my coworkers completely ignore me and leave me and don't even walk with me, even though I tried to walk with them. I also was wearing giant platformed heels that I love to wear. I felt so cute yesterday. I literally ran across the street in giant heels, almost got hit by a car. Then I got the door closed on me because my coworker didn't want to keep it open for me. So I had to go around the front and make my merry way into the building. I walk into the building and I see a little toad lady, which is Lily, my manager. And I walk in, I say good morning, and Lily does this.
Excuse me! What? You want me to shake my titties at you? What do you want? What do you want from me? Do you want my money? Why are you looking at me like that? Toad lady? What do you want?
So then, since none of my coworkers decided to do their job, one of our patients was waiting to get checked in, which that's my job. My job was to check people in and make sure they got in okay, and we had all their information correct, everything like that. So I hurry, sit down, I put my phone to the side of me, just on the counter of my workspace. It was in a place where my patient wouldn't be able to see it. It was just to the side. And I'm talking to my patient, I'm having small talk, which none of the other people did. They were all rude, they all hated their lives, and it was really fun working there for those 2 days. I continue having conversations with him, giving him small talk, everything like that. And I hear to the side of me, Lily having a conversation with Becky, flapping her lips, pretty much saying that there is a lot of bigwigs coming in and
I need to have my phone put away. My phone needs to be put away.
like just screaming, like so I could overhear her. She couldn't just tell me like, hey, can you put your phone away? Because I would have put my phone away. It's not that big of a deal. But since I was trying to get my patient checked in and no one else decided to do their job, I just happened to have time to put my phone on the table and do my job. So Lily just continues to tell my coworker how phones need to be put away, stuff like that. And I just took my phone and threw it on the ground because I was sick of hearing her, and it was 8 o'clock in the morning at this point, and I was not for that. Throughout the day, there was a lot of just passive aggressiveness, making me feel like a total idiot. My coworker Sam was a total asshole to every single patient that we had, because the clinic I worked in did deal with a lot of older people. And a lot of the old people would have questions, too, pretty normal questions. So it wasn't that hard to just have the conversation, tell them what this was, and then be done with it. My coworker had to be mean and pretty much belittle them, just like she belittled me with every single thing that I asked the entire time. There was a point where she was on the phone talking to a patient, and at the end she said, I don't really appreciate having whispering in the background. Slammed the phone down, and I kind of thought she was joking, and I was like, oh my gosh, I thought that was a patient. And she just goes, it was. Oh, right, because we talk to people like that. That's right, forgot, sorry. And then, come to find out, they lost all of my new hire paperwork, the paperwork that I originally went to my HR manager for. They lost all of it, so I had to do everything again. I still didn't have a password. I still didn't have a computer sign in. I still couldn't sign in, and I still don't know if I was being paid. Also, one thing you have to note is this place is disrespectful to everybody, not just me. That's kind of the reason I wanted to leave, because like I said before, my coworker was extremely rude to patients that were just asking completely general questions, like not even hard questions. They also, about 10 feet away from me, were talking shit on me. I could literally hear them the entire time. And I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying. And because you're right there, it's not that hard to hear. You are in high school because you guys are grown-ass people. I guess I'm the only one that's not a child that works here, apparently. I guess they're still doing hiring at the position that I'm doing, just so we can kind of fill up more of people that do my position. And a girl that came in to do this position was not the best looking, okay? I'll be honest. She wasn't the best looking. But she came in nonetheless, and just because you're not the most beautiful person on the earth doesn't mean that you can't do this job. She came in, told me that she had a job interview. Becky, over my shoulder, asks her what her name is. She says her name and pretty much continues to tell Sam,
hey, you have someone over here that has an interview with you.
Then Sam continues to come over to the door, look at her through the door and say, just being so rude and just, I cannot even believe this place. Like, I cannot. Another person came in to interview and he definitely looked like he had a mohawk outside of work. But he came in, his hair was nice and done. It was not in a mohawk, but you could tell he definitely had a mohawk outside of work. But he was coming in as a professional person, looking professional, trying to get a job. And Sam, my manager, continued to talk crap on him because this is not a punk show. So I guess the moral of the story is always do your research on jobs, because I didn't until my second day. I then found out that on Glassdoor, which is a website where people that have worked at these jobs can say how their experiences went, rate it, tell everybody what happened, everything like that. And I looked it up. They have 2 stars out of 5, which is pretty terrible for a job. Everybody pretty much said they rule with intimidation. They are rude. They don't care about you. They talk down to you. Management is always better. And I just don't want to be a part of that. So I quit. So that's my week from hell. That's my job from hell. And that's why I will never take a job without doing my research. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.